Hey, dream chasers! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a tale that will fan the flames of your ambition and leave you feeling spurred on for the rest of your week. As we prepare to dive into this empowering narrative, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. This way, you'll always be in the loop when we bring more motivational content your way. Now, without further ado, let's plunge into today's compelling tale. Our story begins in a small town with a dreamer named Alex, facing the mundane routine of a 9-to-5 job. Day in and day out, Alex found himself caught in the same cycle of wake up, work, sleep, repeat. His life was a predictable pattern, devoid of any thrill or excitement. Every morning, he would wake up to the relentless ringing of an alarm clock, a wake-up call not just to start his day, but also a reminder of his monotonous existence. His desk job was as uninspiring as it was unfulfilling. He found himself watching the clock, counting down the minutes until he could escape the confines of his cubicle. The world outside his office window seemed to be brimming with life and opportunities, a stark contrast to the dull grays of his workspace. Alex yearned for more than just a paycheck. He craved passion, purpose, and the thrill of chasing a dream. He wanted to paint his life with vibrant hues of excitement and adventure, not just survive in shades of gray. Like many of us, Alex felt stuck, longing for something more, something extraordinary. One day, Alex stumbled upon a quote that changed everything. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. This quote, like a beacon of light in the darkness, sparked something within Alex. It was a simple string of words that held an immense power, a power that was capable of shaking the very foundation of his existence. It was just another ordinary day in Alex's life, but isn't it often on ordinary days that the extraordinary happens? As he read the quote, he felt a wave of realization wash over him. He understood that he had allowed doubts to cloud his vision and hinder his potential, that he had been his own biggest obstacle. The quote acted like a mirror, reflecting back at him the reality of his situation. A reality where he was letting his self-doubt dictate the course of his life. He was holding himself back, letting his fear of failure and judgment prevent him from pursuing his dreams. But now, Alex had a new perspective. He realized that his doubts were not a reflection of his capabilities, but rather a manifestation of his fears. He understood that these doubts were merely mental constructs, which he had the power to dismantle. As the truth of this realization sank in, Alex felt a shift within him. He felt a newfound courage replacing his doubts, a burning desire to change the course of his life. The quote had ignited a flame within him, a flame that was now driving him to break free from his self-imposed limitations. He decided to take the reins of his life into his own hands. He chose to stop merely existing and start living. He chose to step out of his comfort zone, to challenge his fears, to push his boundaries. He decided to stop letting his doubts dictate his future. And so, armed with this newfound perspective and determination, Alex embarked on a journey towards realizing his dreams, towards fulfilling his potential, towards living a life of passion and purpose. He chose to stop being a prisoner of his doubts and decided to become the architect of his destiny. This was the turning point in Alex's life, the moment when he decided to take control, to steer his life towards the path he wanted to tread. It was the moment when he chose to unleash the power within him, the moment when he chose to live his life on his own terms. Empowered by these words, Alex decided to break free from the chains of doubt and embark on a journey towards passion and purpose. This was the moment when Alex chose to transform his life, to transform himself. This was the moment when Alex chose to truly live. The path was not easy. Alex faced setbacks, encountered doubters, but each challenge became a stepping stone towards greatness. Just as Alex began to chase his dreams, the hurdles started to appear. The naysayers were loud, whispering doubts and criticisms. "You're too inexperienced," they'd say. "You're dreaming too big. It's safer to stay where you are." But instead of letting these voices cloud his vision, Alex used them as motivation. He understood that the people who doubted him were simply projecting their own fears and limitations onto him. But the external voices were not the only ones Alex had to contend with. His own internal critic often echoed the same sentiments, questioning his abilities and worth. There were nights when he'd lay awake, wrestling with his thoughts, wondering if he was indeed reaching too far. But each morning, he chose to rise, shake off the doubts, and continue on his path. He understood that it was natural to feel fear and uncertainty when venturing into the unknown. Instead of suppressing these emotions, he acknowledged them and used them as fuel to push harder, to strive for more. Then came the setbacks, the failed attempts, the missed opportunities, the doors that closed in his face. Each failure felt like a punch in the gut, threatening to knock the wind out of him. But instead of letting these setbacks shatter his resolve, Alex chose to view them as lessons. He understood that failure was not a dead end, but a detour, a redirection towards something better. With each setback, Alex grew stronger, more resilient. He learned to adapt, to pivot, to keep moving forward, no matter how slow the pace. He realized that the journey to success was not a straight line, but a winding path filled with unexpected twists and turns. In his pursuit of greatness, Alex discovered the power of persistence. He realized that it wasn't the absence of challenges that defined success, but the ability to keep going, to keep striving, despite the challenges. He learned to embrace the journey with all its ups and downs, knowing that each challenge was shaping him, molding him into the person he was destined to become. He discovered that the greatest victories often come after the toughest battles. So remember, when the path gets tough, when the doubters get loud, when the setbacks seem insurmountable, don't give up. Keep going, keep striving, keep believing in the power of your dreams. As Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." After relentless dedication, Alex achieved a breakthrough, turning dreams into reality. Perseverance and tenacity had carried Alex over the hills of uncertainty and through the valleys of doubt. The once small-town dreamer, trapped in the confines of a 9-to-5 routine, had emerged victorious, the architect of a new reality sculpted from the raw clay of ambition. The journey hadn't been easy. The path was strewn with obstacles, but each one was a lesson, a stepping stone on the way to realization. Every setback, every doubter, every challenge faced was a catalyst for growth, a testament to the indomitable human spirit that resides within all of us. But this triumph wasn't merely about achieving a goal, it was a transformation, a metamorphosis. The cocoon of self-doubt had been shed, revealing a newfound confidence and self-belief. The world was no longer a labyrinth of limitations, but a playground of possibilities. Success, as we've seen through Alex's journey, isn't a destination, but a journey. It's not about the finish line, but the growth experienced along the way, the transformation that takes place within. As we celebrate Alex's triumph, let's not forget the power of persistence, the magic that happens when you refuse to give up, even when the odds are stacked against you. Remember, as Les Brown wisely puts it, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Alex's journey didn't end with personal success. Inspired to pay it forward, Alex started mentoring others. This wasn't about fame or recognition, but about sparking the same fire of aspiration in others that had once ignited within Alex. There's a unique power in empowerment, in helping others recognize their own potential, their own dreams, and their own capacity for greatness. Alex began to understand that success is not a solitary pursuit, but a shared journey. When we empower others, we not only foster growth in those around us, but we also grow ourselves. We learn from their experiences, their perspectives, and their dreams. And in this process of giving, we also receive. We receive the joy of seeing others succeed, the satisfaction of making a difference, and the fulfillment of playing a part in someone else's journey. Because, in the words of Maya Angelou, when you learn, teach. When you get, give. As we wrap up this motivational journey, remember that your potential is limitless and your dreams are within reach. If Alex's story sparked a fire within you, let's fan those flames. Don't hesitate to hit that like button, share the inspiration with someone who could use a lift, and drop your favorite motivational quote in the comments. Each step, each action propels you forward. Until next time, keep chasing those dreams and remember, your journey is as extraordinary as you make it. Stay inspired.